Get out of here. That really works. This game is broke. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only, the only one, DG the Chef, and we are back again. And you know what that means because a title update just dropped from the EA Studios and Madden has a facelift. So before we get into this video, it's good to know kind of where my mind is at when EA drops new title updates. I try to be as optimistic as possible. I believe that EA tries to fix the game and EA tries to make the game as realistic as possible. But then on the other hand, I put my developer hat on and I say EA probably didn't regression test or integration test this at all. Sometimes they have really good ideas, but they don't really follow them through and make sure it doesn't break other things. So what we're going to be talking about today is pretty much the updates that EA made and probably the mistakes that they introduced trying to add new features into the game. So let's go over the few things that I think are really big for this new title update. So what we have here is, as always, to ensure Madden is the best game possible, schedule updates are deployed by the Madden development team to add features to the game after launch, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know this already. Let's get into the really good stuff. Let's talk about some key highlights. We've been focused on studying what NFL teams have been doing on the defensive side of the ball up to this point in the season. Today, updates reflect the first wave of updates to a defensive playbook. Wait, it's so many. They use the word update so many times. To the defensive playbook with even more coming in the future. Now, here's the thing about this update. We're not complaining about the defense. Well, wait, we are complaining about the defense. Wait, I forgot what we complained about. Are we complaining about the defense now? Or are we complaining about the offense? I can't keep up. I think it's the offense, maybe the pass offense, or maybe the pass defense is too good. I don't know what it is anymore, but I forgot. Anyway, I don't think that this addresses any of the concerns that we actually have as a community, but let's continue. Details about these new defensive sets, such as the nickel triple, the nickel 2-4-5 odd, in addition to a number of offensive updates can be found below in the gameplay section of these notes. Let's get into those notes. So, new 5th-year option for connected scenarios and franchise. That's cool. We don't really do franchise too much on this channel, but we do have a new X Factor ability called Omaha, inspired by the Ultimate Team legend Peyton Manning.
The first two games. Omaha! Peyton's right side. Omaha! For the touchdown on Bird.
This ability allows the QB to see defensive backs coverage play art via the pre-play coach cam when in the zone. So you only get to see the DBs. So the less amount of DBs you have on the field, the less, I guess, coverage play art you'll get to see. This can be unlocked with 4 consecutive completions of 5+ air yards on arcade or simulation and 6+ on competitive. What? 5+ air yards? How else would you get passing yards if they're not in the air? Knockout conditions include 2 incomplete passes or any interception, sack, or fumble. Defenders can hide their assignments from the QB by using bluff, blitz, hot routes. So the good thing is that there is a counter to the new X Factor. It wouldn't be really cool if you can just always know what coverage the DBs are in, because it kind of tells you what coverage the linebackers would be in at the end of the day. So I'm glad that they did add a way to bluff your blitz or counter this new X Factor. I think that's really cool. Let's go over some of the other things. You have global updates, NFL player likeliness, added captains to 49ers, blase, franchise updates for all you franchise guys. That's cool. Gameplay updates. This is why we're here, right? The new nickel triple defensive formation added to the Bears, Giants, Redskins, and Texans playbook. The new nickel 2-4-5 odd defense formations have been added to the Bears, Bucks, Cards, Packers, Panthers, Ravens, and Titans playbook. The new goal line 6-2 defensive formation has been added to all teams playbook, added a 3-4 odd defensive formation to the Panthers, and some other stuff that I'm not really going to get into it right now. Now let's talk about this. As I said earlier in this video, when Madden adds something, they normally break something. So they added this new defensive formation, the 2-4-5, and then the nickel triple. So I was very interested into seeing how the nickel triple actually works. So let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. So I am in the Houston Texans playbook right now, and what you'll see is that the nickel triple actually just places your linebacker at the line of scrimmage, and that already causes a bunch of freaking problems. And before we get into this, I know this is not a passing game. I know people don't really pass, And I also know that there's a counter to this, and any good player will figure out the counter. So before all you 5 heads come into this video and be like, well, DG, people don't even pass in this game. All they do is run. Tell us how to stop the run. Why are you showing us blitzes when people don't pass? Oh, it's only sending 5. All you have to do is block a running back. Before you come in here with all these ideas on how to stop it, that doesn't mean the play is not effective. It just means there's a counter, and good for you for figuring it out. Now let's continue with the video. Anyway, what you'll see here is that the nickel triple actually just puts your linebacker at the line of scrimmage, which introduces a ton of problems because we know that when offensive linemen get tricked, bad things happen. And the best way to trick an offensive lineman is to put a fake or false rusher at the line of scrimmage. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing that you're going to see once you come into this playbook is the nickel blitz. And this already, I can tell by the play art, is going to be a play. What it almost looks like is sort of that dime blitz that a lot of people run, but you have to make a ton of adjustments to get there. This looks like Madden is just giving you the setup automatically just off the gate and saying, hey, yeah, you can blitz everyone at the line of scrimmage and you'll probably get instant pressure. So that's what I'm seeing when I see this play art. So let's go ahead and try it out, shall we? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to gun bunch because that's where people love to pass out of, and we're just gonna run the full verts, right? And I'm gonna just see what I can make out of this really quick, okay? So let's do this. Let's just do some normal blitz, how I normally set up my blitzes, just to see how they work. So let's do something like this. All right, let's see how that goes. Actually, let's make sure he's here. All right.
Hey, 66.
Wow. 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 Hold on, wait. Did he just come inside? Did he just come in? Wait, what? Let's try this one more time just to make sure I'm not tripping. Let's make sure I'm not tripping. And let me see if he actually comes inside of that tackle. Hold up, here we go. Let's try again. Oh my God, this is broken. Oh my gosh, Madden. What are you doing to us, bro? No one's gonna want to pass the ball. Why would you? Oh, this is broken. Okay, so it looks like we found a new blitz. So let me just go ahead and walk you guys through this. So what I normally do when I'm testing out my blitzes is I try to figure out how to create mismatches on the offensive line. That's normally the fastest way to get your blitzes in. And then I like to say, if I'm going to blitz you and I'm going to make sure I get really good pressure, you're probably not going to have enough time to set your feet and throw it deep. So I'm going to try to take away the short, quick routes and maybe have one person deep just in case you try to hit me deep. Now, with most good opponents, what they're going to try to do is have one person go deep. And once you figure out who that one person is, just make sure that you cover that person. So if my opponent loved to send his single receiver deep, then I would make sure that I have somebody on their single receiver side covering the deep plays. If my opponent likes to send a slot receiver to corners or on deep posts, I would make sure that my safety right here is covering that side of the field. And I would just take everyone else and dedicate them to stopping the short underneath plays. So for this, I would assume that my opponent wants a slot receiver to run the deep routes or deep crossing route. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Peppers and I'm just going to bring him down and have him cover this half of the field, almost like a cover 2 shell on one side and man on the other. Now what I'm going to do is backside is make sure that Jenkins doesn't get demolished, but I'm going to just keep him deep as well. I don't want him running across the field with this guy. I don't want him really running across the field with this guy just in case somebody comes back across the field and there it's off to the races. I'm then going to take my strong safety and kind of manually control him to cover any crossers or any quick routes that may stop. So the way we set this up is our corner covers the flats, and then our free safety or strong safety covers deep, whichever side you want the free safety or strong safety to cover. And then your left corner that's normally by itself is going to be played deep as well. Or you can play a cloud that works really, really well if the opponent doesn't have a ton of time. If he does have time, you're going to get destroyed. What I'm going to do is manually control my other safety to take care of all the crossers or all short routes, just to make the opponent hesitate a little bit. If you can get your opponent to hesitate on good blitzes, you're going to win. Now we're going to spread that offensive lineman out, and then we're going to slant them inside and do a contain blitz. So you should look something like this. I'm going to move him slightly inside like so. and then I'm gonna just rock and see what happens here. Wow, easy money. I feel bad showing you guys this, but I mean, someone was gonna make a YouTube video about it sooner or later, so it might as well be me, right? All right, guys, so let's go over this one more time. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pressure corners, spread your offensive linemen out, slant them inside, and then contain. Then you just wanna make sure that you set up your corner to cover that flat side, and then set up that safety that whatever side you think the opponent may go deep on, make them go deep, and then you have one free guy to kind of roam around in the middle of the field here to make them hesitate. Now, what we're hoping is that we are going to get good pressure in the inside of that tackle. And I would only really run this when I know the opponent wants to pass in those long situations. This is not a blitz you want to run all the time. This is a blitz where you know they're probably not going to block a tight end or block a running back, and you really just need that sack, and you got to get that really good pressure. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. We see he comes right inside. We're good to go. The opponent doesn't have any time to set his feet. It doesn't have any time to pick up the first because that corner is coming right in. Now, I know this is not the type of videos that we normally make. We normally make videos on how to complete challenges, but I really wanted to test out this new formation, and this is what I found. I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm only doing this because someone else is gonna do it. So not only on this channel that I'm telling you how to run it, but I'm also telling you how to beat it. The way to beat it is to block your running back, or even do an offensive line shift and just block an extra person. Because the person is blitzing 6, you are going to be kind of outnumbered if you only have 5 people blocking for you. So if you do see somebody coming out in this formation, just go ahead and block that running back. You'll be good to go. You won't have anything to worry about, but you just lose one particular receiver on that route, which you shouldn't really have to worry about anyway. So guys, I hope this video has been beneficial to you guys. I hope it's helpful. We're gonna do more videos and maybe try to figure out a way to stop the run in this particular formation, because I do think it's going to be very weak against the run or draw plays. So we'll try to see if we can find a defense that stops the run as well out of this particular formation to make it a little more effective for every down usage. Now, that's it really, guys. The title update, really not much more than that. I think that's the biggest thing that's changed for most people. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you guys find any dope plays out of that nickel triple or that 2-4-5 odd. And as always, it's been your boy DJ the Chef. It's been love. It's always love. And we out.